Most of us have dreamed of one day owning a supercar. For me, it started when I was young. If you're lucky enough to one day buy your first supercar, there's a lot to consider. Here are the top 3 mistakes people make when buying their first supercar and how to avoid them. Starting with the number 1 mistake that people will make when buying a supercar, and that's just picking the wrong car. Not to say that there's really a whole lot of supercars that would be considered the wrong car, but you got to think about, what are you going to be doing with this thing? You going to one of those lovely park up front events on the weekend? Are you looking for a track weapon? Is it just date night? Is it purely just for status? You have to consider these things whenever you're looking at buying your supercar, because it is quite a big purchase. It doesn't matter who you are. The next biggest mistake people make when buying a supercar is actually how you buy the thing. In order to get some insight on why it's better for you to actually finance this vehicle versus pay cash, we're going to talk with our finance director, Damien.
How are we doing today? Hello, Earth MotorCars family. My name is Damien Franklin, finance director here at Earth MotorCars. I want to talk to you today about one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of our luxury people go when buying a high exotic or a $300,000 vehicle. With interest rates being at the all-time low right now, the best way to purchase this vehicle will be by financing. It's $150,000, $200,000, $300,000. It's to finance the vehicle instead of using your own cash. You can take that money and invest it, use it wisely. With the market moving like how it is, this is the best time for you to keep your money on hand. You can take your money. If you have $200,000 here, you can invest that. Next, one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of our clients make is not properly insuring their vehicle the right way. So for that, I'm going to turn it over to my good buddy, Justin, over at Phoenix Insurance.
I'm Justin Hoosman with the Phoenix Insurance. We specialize in exotic and classic vehicle insurance, and I'm here to talk about the third and I think the most important part of buying your first exotic car is considering the insurance. It's not just about insuring it properly, it's about making sure that you can be insured. Insuring these cars is not like insuring your regular car. There are different ways to cover them, but it depends on how you're going to use it. Are you going to try to drive it every day or more often than just on weekends? Are you going to only use it for car shows? These cars are expensive and they're risky. You also have to make sure that you can be insured. If this is your first exotic car, there are some companies that won't insure you without experience. There are some companies that restrict the insurance on certain models. Right now, with some companies, if you're buying your first McLaren, you're going to have a very hard time covering it properly. The 2 ways to consider covering a car like this are stated value and agreed value. So stated value, you're going to tell the insurance company what it's worth, and they can pay you up to that at time of loss. Agreed value is the more preferable. If you're going to use it on a limited usage, you can get an agreed value on it. So if you paid $175,000 for that car, you and the insurance company will agree up front. That's what you're getting paid. And that's the best way to cover these sort of cars because you're not subject to depreciation in that way. Make sure that you talk to a good insurance agent. I think the Phoenix Insurance would be a pretty good one. But make sure you talk to a good insurance agent, someone that understands these sort of vehicles and how to properly protect you. It's not just about protecting the car, it's about protecting you, the driver. Because if you're driving an exotic car, you must be a millionaire. At least that's what the lawyers think. I'm Justin Hoosman with the Phoenix Insurance. There's a link to our website below if you want to quote. Our contact information will be there as well. And if you see me at a car show, say hello.